how many deaths in that, but hundreds of thousands. All of that. They just rejected it. So everything Victorian, and this was in Europe and in America, especially in America. It was like we want an American era. We were rejecting Europe and the past. And so modernism was in, and anything Victorian, including Victorian mansions, were turned into negative symbols. And in the case of Victorians, because so many were abandoned, they became a very spooky place where it was very easy to picture ghosts reside.
I think everybody has one of those in their town somewhere that looks spooky. Victorians are very popular, especially during the 1920s, like you had said. And a lot of them have fallen into disrepair, and mainly because, they're just not as popular as they once were.
Exactly. Well, they're large and, expensive to utilities, and, not that many people can afford that much space these days, and most people would rather put their money elsewhere. And if people want some big old huge McMansion, it will typically not be Victorian.
Exactly. So, cut it out.
All right, moving along. Last night, Wednesday night, was the Hunter's Moon, the last full moon before Halloween, and we got some amazing images. I have the one I used is this incredible very orangey, Halloween-y looking full moon, captured with a jetliner, an airliner flying across it. It's pretty amazing.
I was gonna say, is that a Boeing going across the harvest moon?
Of course it is.
It's not a witch on a broom. No, we get a Boeing. This haunting image brought to you by Boeing. When you think of death, think of Boeing.
Well, I'll tell you what. When you think of flight, don't think of witches on brooms. Think of something you can actually get inside that will ferry you across the sky.
Exactly.
All right, next image. I love our next tweet. I just love this. This is a real street called Horror Hill Lane.
I would love to live on that street. Horror Hill Lane. That'd be great.
And there's a little indication on the sign, PVT. It's private. Stay out.
You're not invited. No soup for you. No soup.
Yeah. Horror Hill, go away. And, of course, the caption is, where no sitcom is ever aired.
No. Mockingbird Lane, sure, 1313 Mockingbird Lane, but no Horror Hill private lane.
No, absolutely not. There will be no sitcoms.
No.
So it's just a cool image of the street sign, basically, with a little bit of the street behind it.
Yep, I'm looking at that. That looks super duper cool.
Moving along. This one is also primarily an image. I think just an astonishing image in and of itself, but it's also so symbolic. We have now you know a lot more about cars. Is that a 50s car?
Yeah, it looks like a 1950s. Oh, I think it's a Chevy. Yeah, I'm trying to gauge it by the grill there. Yeah, that's a Chevy. That's an old Chevy.
All right, from the 50s.
Yep.
And obviously it was abandoned long ago.
A long time ago. In fact, there's a tree growing out of it.
Really long time ago.
I would not want to pay that parking ticket.
No. Because there's not just a tree. There's a large tree.
It's quite the tree that's growing around this car.
Growing up through where the engine block would have been.
Mm-hmm. Right through the engine cabin. Yep.
So there you go. And of course, the caption is, one day, my owner will return.
One day, just kind of drive away.
Been sitting there for 60 years.
Yeah. That's a crazy picture.
So, yeah, I love that. So it's just both an amazing image in and of itself, and it's quite potent symbolically, is it not?
It is. It conjures up people not taking care of vehicles.
All right, this next one you really do kind of have to see.
Oh, it's so cute.
All right, it's a teeny tiny black kitten that's wearing a little orange and black ribbon, but most importantly, a hood over its head and eyes in the shape of a pumpkin. Mm-hmm. So it's a little cute, furry black kitty with the pumpkin head. And yet his thoughts are, I'll scratch your eyes out.
I'm not that cute. I'm really deadly.
No, I'm fierce. I am the knight.
Yep, he is the knight. That would be, that's an accurate representation of the fear that is in my heart. Looking at that cat. Exactly. I am nothing but a gelatinous bowl of fear right now.
Gelatinous, sorry. Wow. I can just
shaking with
it's
fear.
The jiggle.
Yes, shaking with fear.
All right, usually when we see images in the old Twitter feed, because people love the abandoned stuff,
do.
Old, eerie
They
stuff.
love crap that's been left behind.
Fallen apart for hundreds, or even thousands of years. So usually castles are eventually abandoned and or fall apart.
It's the upkeep, man. It's the upkeep.
Oh, it's so expensive.
It's always
Think about
upkeep.
it. Think about it.
The
Unless you're
heating
running
bills.
tours or something. Yeah.
You know.
Heating, cooling, tours.
Oh, yeah. It'd kill you. It'd kill you.
Just cleaning, all of it. So, unless it's turned into some sort of tourist location or like a haunted destination, it's just too expensive.
If I would have won, though, really quickly, if I would have won the Mega Millions, I would have bought myself a castle.
Yeah, that would have been cool. All right, now I don't speak Welsh well at all, and all those vowels and weird uses of W's as a vowel and whatnot just drives me insane. But this castle is really quite amazing, and what's so cool about it is it's coming back. It is being refurbished, and they've been working long and hard on it, and they're going to keep going till it's all the way back. And this is a classic-looking medieval castle. This isn't just a big building, a big house that they call a castle. This is the real McCoy, and it's in Wales, and it's spelled Gwrych. So I don't know, Gurwitch, something like that.
Yeah, that's what I get out of that. Yeah.
Castle, and they're working hard on it, and they're going to keep going till it is fully restored. So yay them.
You go, guys, and enjoy those heating bills.
Very interesting. This is the 50th anniversary of Rosemary's Baby, one of the top 5 horror movies of all time.
It still holds up today. It's a freaky film.
It is horrifying. It is really scary, and conceptually scary. And so well acted, so well directed, so well written, so well made. What's interesting is in this 50th anniversary, they put out they've cleaned it up yet again, the refurbish, and it's not coming to theaters, I guess, but it's available on the various digital outlets. So, but for the marketing for this 50th anniversary, they never even mention the director, Roman Polanski's name. He is completely left out of the marketing.
Wait a minute, why?
Me too.
Oh, come on. I mean, I get it. I mean, he's still wanted technically. He still can't come back to the States.
No, he can't.
Because he's never been brought to justice. Therefore, statute of limitations and da-da-da. But, really? I mean, the guy
They don't even mention his name.
Isn't that just a little strange to you?
It's very strange, and it doesn't make any sense because obviously, ultimately, the director is the most important person on any given film.
He's the guy that made it what it is.
It's his vision.
No, but you know that he's going to be getting royalties, so he probably don't care. He's probably laughing over the bed because we all know who made that film.
I know. It's just it's. The point is, it's been brought up as an issue now that they completely left him out, and the question is that right? Does that make sense? Is that
I would say no, because the precedent is for the last 50 years he's been synonymous with that movie. Everybody knows who made the movie, Roman Polanski, and it's stupid to even try to leave him out because he's so iconic and so tied to it.
It's one of the very few horror movies to have won Academy Awards, which it did.
Yeah, that and Silence of the Lambs are the 2 most popular ones for the Academy that did real well.
Right.
And so that's just insanity. You know what? That's just, I get it, and whatever your personal feelings are on Roman Polanski's life and what he did, that's your business. And of course, hey, you know what? it's horrible. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's not, but also you have to give the credit where the credit is due for the art.
Well, you can't rewrite history.
No, that's just it. I mean, if you truly wanted to get nitpicky, you'd have to go to the forefathers because most of them had mistresses. Okay,
right?
Or
slaves,
yeah. So you'd have to erase
slave mistresses.
You'd have to erase pretty much everything at that point. You know, if you want to go that crazy on it, which I did hear some people did want to go that crazy.
I know. And you know, without getting into the politics of it, there's certainly a line. There's a difference between the telling of history and the celebration of history. And that's fine. Do not celebrate evil where it has reared its ugly head in the past.
I agree.
That doesn't mean you can't erase history, though. So you know, celebrate it, but don't erase it.
It's a feeble attempt to, you know, make a statement, is what it is, and it's feeble in my mind. You know what? Just you could put an asterisk next to his name. I don't care. Everybody knows. Everybody knows who made that film. Stop being morons. You're not making yourself look any smarter.
All right, moving on real quickly here because these next two go together. Really long, relatively long, very serious article about why candy corn doesn't suck.
Candy corn is one of those candies that have gotten a bad rap. It does not microwave very well, so don't try it. It really will hurt you.
All right, the next one that's why I wanted to get these two together. There's yet another survey. You know, every year they do surveys. And these are, according to this survey, the 10 most hated Halloween candy.
Good and Plenty's on there, huh? You see them at the theater all the time. I would have thought they would have been popular.
Well, as I've said many times, I'm not that big a sweets eater in general, and I'm really not that big a candy eater. But, you know, Halloween rolls around. I'm going to bust out a few here and there. Yeah. I like Smarties. I've always liked Smarties.
I don't mind a good Smartie.
How can Smarties be in the top 10 worst candy? I don't get that at all.
No, black licorice, you can keep that. I'm not a black licorice fan, but any other licorice, I'm down with that.
And do really that many people hate Tootsie Rolls?
I know, Tootsie Rolls, they love Tootsie Rolls. They give those things out, you know, like candy.
On Halloween.
On Halloween.
All right, so here they are, real quick. In order from 10 to 1, most hated Halloween candy. Mary Jane's, number 10. Good and Plenty, 9. Licorice, 8. Smarties, 7. Tootsie Rolls, 6. Peanut Butter Kisses, 5. Nico Wafers, 4. Wax
those.
Cola bottles, 3.
I
don't like those.
No.
Candy Corn, 2. And Circus Peanuts, number 1.
Well, Circus Peanuts are not very good. I do have to agree with that. They do really suck. You can't even microwave them very well.
No.
I'll tell you why I brought that up really quickly. You do not want to microwave.
You're big on that. You're big on the microwave.
I am, because I microwave candy corn. I want to make it into candy corn syrup. It doesn't work that way. It bursts into flames is what it does. You don't want to do it. Just don't do it.
That is funny.
It's like the grain alcohol of candy. It's flammable as all hell.
That is hilarious. All right, do we have time for any more?
We got 2 minutes left. Bunch of bust went out on us.
All right. Have you heard about this yet another cannibalistic clown monster movie?
Oh, no, I have not heard about this one. It's a brand new one.
Crepitus.
Oh, Prepitus?
Crepitus. Like
gotcha.
crepitude.
Gotcha. Okay. So is this going to be a Netflix deal, or is this going to be straight to video?
No, it's out, and it's showing at some festival. Let's see. Which festival is it going to be at? I think this will be the first time that it's actually been shown. And the guy playing Crepitus is Bill Moseley. You probably know him.
Oh, yeah, I know Bill Moseley. In fact, we had him before you came aboard. We had him on the show.
Did you?
We did. Devil's Rejects. We had him on the show to talk about his acting job in both Devil's Rejects and Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, Part 2.
Woo! So, he's Crepitus, a flesh-eating monster who wreaks havoc on a family of displaced women. And it will be shown at the Spooky Empire Film Festival, and that's down in Orlando.
Very, very cool. We got to get out of here, man. We had just enough time to cover that last one. When we come back, we're going to be taking a trip to the museum, the Buckland Museum.